Guys, welcome back to How to Start Calisthenics, part 13. I've had loads of questions, loads of messages about what you guys want to learn. I asked the community and you guys didn't fail to respond. But there's been one standout request. Muscle ups. How to get your first one. How strong do you need to be? What do I need to be doing? How do you get over the bar? Well, look no further. Let's learn it today, people. The first question to answer, which is a great question, is how strong do you need to be to get your first muscle up? So a general rule of thumb is going for 25% of your body weight for weighted pull-ups, okay, for 3 to 5 reps for 2 sets. Once you do that, you are definitely strong enough to attempt that first muscle up. You just gotta learn to turn that strength into speed, which lays us up for where we are gonna start today's video, all right? How to turn your strength into speed. Now we're on. So the first exercise I want us to practice is the chest to bar pull-up. This is gonna teach us to pull fast and teach us to pull high. Rather than pulling with our head just over the bar to here like so, I want us to pull all the way through, and that's gonna require us to pull with speed. So head up, pull that chest to the bar, continually looking up, 3, 2, 1, and down. Once we can perform that for a comfortable 5 reps, it's going to allow us to then push on to that next progression, which is our high waist pull-ups. Now, onto our high waist pull-ups. These are crucial because they're our introduction to how to pull with scapular protraction. Scapular protraction is the difference of pulling like this and pulling like so. So making sure the shoulder blades are forward, our back is curved, and we're driving those elbows to the waist, which leads us onto our high waist pull-ups. So to start off with, we're gonna take ourselves to the bar. First, learn that scapular protraction, okay? So I'm rounding my shoulders and keeping that hollow body. And now I'm gonna just try to do a pull-up with that. So I'm gonna go up towards the bar, scapula protracted, back down. Now the way that I'm gonna make that a bit more explosive is pulling a bit faster, but I'm also gonna add a little bit of a swing. So now I want you to just step into the rep, all right? So start from a surface that's higher than the floor, so you've got a bit of momentum. You're gonna step into the rep, let yourself swing, and you're gonna start to look up on the way back. Look up on the way back. Look up on the way back. That's gonna teach us our timing of when to pull. So now we're gonna put that together. So every time that you look up, you're gonna just pull, all right? Don't try and do a muscle up, just try and pull away and keep those shoulders forward and pull away. Imagine you're putting that bar down in front of you and not just towards you, okay? So now we're gonna bring that together, keep that scapular protraction, that little step off, looking up, and we're gonna pull, okay? 3, 2, 1, and down. And down. And now we're starting to learn how to bring that power to our reps, okay? Learning to bring that speed. Now, that next step up to get ourselves really close to that bar, ready to transition over, now you're gonna headbutt over the bar, all right? Make sure you're looking over the bar. That's really important where we're looking. We can't just look forward, look up, and look over the bar, because where we look really helps with where we're trying to go towards, okay? So now, looking up at the bar, head over, big drive, big pull, loads of power, loads of protraction, and it's gonna really massively help us out. Big step into it. Looking up, and over. Now I've given myself a bit more power every single pull there, but I've also changed where I'm looking. I'm looking up, but then headbutting over the bar at the top of the rep. And that's what's allowing me to get to that point ready to now transition. Once we can do those high waist pull-ups, guys, all right, again, 3 rounds or 5 reps, nice and strong, and we're able to get that bar below our chest every single time, we're ready to push on and actually unlock that muscle up now, all right? That final bit, and that is the transition, okay? So get yourselves ready, final part, and you're almost there and getting your first muscle up. So our first step to that muscle up transition, we're actually gonna practice a Russian push-up. So this Russian push-up is gonna teach us how to get that flick with our elbows. So when you start in your normal push-up position, you're gonna come down, and then we're gonna go onto our elbows, like so, and then flick back up and push up. And that's teaching us that power part where we've got to flick those elbows up and have that nice strong dip at the top, all right? Let's knock these out, okay? Just do a set of 10 reps, 1 to 2 reps before you start to do your muscle up drill, because this, again, conditions and gets that mind ready for that flick up and over, all right? Go for your 10 reps. That's a great demo there of how to do them effectively, how to execute that flick and that power. And then once we've got that, guys, we're ready to start taking it to the bar. So now we've done our Russian push-ups. We've done our first part of learning that transition. Now it's bringing it to the bar. We're gonna start off with a box which allows us to stay head height with the bar. And now we're gonna start getting our confidence up. So I want you to use this box as if you're practicing your swing. So you're gonna swing under and look up, like we've been doing before. And you're gonna use the box to help you jump up and over the bar, all right? This box transition is gonna get your confidence up. So looking up at the bar, swinging under, nice big pull, and now just give it a big send, let those legs flick forward, here, up, legs forward, dipping up nice and strong, okay? Control down, same again. Looking up at that bar, onto my tiptoes, bring those hips forward, use it like it's a swing, head's gonna go up, pull those elbows down, and transition over again, like so. Now, we can make that harder by making that box lower, and obviously as well, sending then that first muscle up without using the box at all, all right? And that's what we're gonna jump to, guys. Once we can do that comfortably, we feel the power, we're getting the bar below our chest, and we're hitting anything from 3 and above reps, okay? We are ready to give it a full send. Get this up for your confidence first. You may not even need this step, but it's good to do it to reassure that mind and believe in yourself when you try that first attempt. And that's what we're gonna do now, all right? So get yourselves ready and let's unlock it. All right, guys, it's time to give it that first send, all right? Look up, use everything that we've learned today, and we're gonna start on the box to step into that rep like we did for our high pull-ups, give ourselves as much of a chance and momentum as we can, and get ourselves over the bar, all right? Let's give it a go. Guys, that's a wrap. How to get your first muscle up. We are on the way. Thank you for your support, people. Always appreciated. Be sure to join back next week where we learn how to incorporate these skills now into our weekly workout schedule, all right? As always, please make sure you subscribe, comment below anything else you want to see on the channel, and we'll be back next week with loads more. See you soon.